Broadway stage as a musical.
The family of a local teacher is launching a new initiative, how they hope to help other families with missing loved ones.
Taking a live look outside, an Arctic front begins to move through tonight, dropping temps to the bitter cold. How low temperatures could go.
Live from Chicago, this is Fox 32 News at 9.
Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Scott Schneider.
I'm Dawn Hasbrook. A wind advisory in place for parts of our area. Let's get right to Fox Chicago's chief meteorologist, Emily Walls, for a first look.
We have a lot to cover in the weather department. First and foremost, we have gusty snow showers that have been moving through. Several locations have picked up a very quick inch or two as some of these snow showers have moved through. And on top of that, it's very gusty, which of course is leading to drastically changing road conditions, reduced visibilities. So we do have that wind advisory across the southern tier of counties that's going to be lasting until midnight for westerly winds gusting as high as 50 to 55 miles per hour. Now, the radar right now, we have just very scattered activity, but if we zoom things way in, especially into northern Cook County right now near Evanston, do you see that green showing up here? That's not rain. That is very, very heavy snow that's coming down. Snow rates as high as 1 to 1.5 inches per hour. So that's definitely going to be leading to some travel impacts. And then once we get past this Arctic front, well, of course, it's all about the cold. We have wind chill temperatures that are going down to about 35 degrees below zero Thursday night into Friday. Those details coming up.
Thanks, Emily. The cold weather forcing many schools to already close for Friday. Here's a look at some of the schools. St. Thomas the Apostle is one of them, and a couple of other private schools are preparing to tonight. In Gary, Indiana, the schools will be going to e-learning on Friday. As they come in, we will be posting them to our website, fox32chicago.com.
Well, parishioners are now searching for a new home after their church in Fort Heights went up in flames. You're looking at it there. Thankfully, there was nobody in there at the time. An investigation now underway into the cause. Chicago police take $4 million in drugs and firearms off city streets. 36-year-old Travis Taylor is facing a slew of felony charges tonight. Officers executing a search warrant at Taylor's home on the 10th of January. They found $4.3 million worth of drugs, 5 firearms, and nearly $54,000 in cash. The arrest coming following a 6-month-long investigation. When Linda Brown was reported missing, her family says that they were suddenly thrust into the spotlight, facing intense media scrutiny, online backlash, and speculation about what had happened.
And now they're using that difficult experience to help other families. Leslie Moreno joins us live to tell us more about the Linda Brown Advocacy Protocol. Leslie.
Hey guys, good evening. Yeah, Linda's family says looking back, there are so many things they wish they knew and resources they wish they had. The family says they believe this new initiative will really offer a unique perspective and help other families also going through it.
It's a kind of loss that changes lives forever.
I never imagined my own family being in this situation until we were.
Linda Brown, a beloved CPS teacher, was reported missing in January. A week later, her body was recovered from Lake Michigan. Authorities say she died by suicide. Her disappearance sparked controversy across the country, causing the family even more pain during an already difficult time.
Public scrutiny and conspiracies and all of these things. And so that was something we weren't prepared for. We did not expect Linda's case to go viral in the way that it did.
Her niece, Jen Rivera, and family spokesperson says they're launching a new initiative called the Linda Brown Advocacy Protocol.
A combination of resources, actual training, workshops, things like that.
The initiative helps families understand how searches work, how to responsibly work with media, and tips to avoid slowing down an investigation. Resources family wish they had when Linda went missing.
I think that we wouldn't have been through such a crazy media, chaos in terms of all of the speculation, everything that was going on that could have prevented a lot of, sorrow, to be honest.
The initiative honors Linda's life and work while also offering guidance to families every step of the way.
I think she would be really happy, really proud of it. My family and I have talked about it too. It's something that she would, and Antoine's like, she would absolutely love this, and spreading awareness because she was an educator. She loved education, and that's what we're doing. We're trying to educate.
Families said their goodbyes to Linda Brown earlier this week. If you'd like to learn more about that initiative, head to fox32chicago.com. Leslie Moreno, Fox Chicago.
New information tonight. A man is now dead after a shooting involving an Aurora police officer. It happened just after 12:30 this afternoon. Police say they were called to the 300 block of South Broadway. When they arrived, they found a man barricaded with a knife. Police fired shots hitting the man at least once. An investigation is now underway. And the city of Chicago is banning the sale of hemp, but there are some exceptions. The new law gives retailers until April to comply with the ban on hemp-derived weed products like Delta 8 and 9. This does not include hemp beverages and topical creams. The ordinance also bans all sales of hemp-derived weed to people 21 and under. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson does have serious concerns about the move by City Council.
When you make something illegal, you inevitably create a black market. This makes the sale completely unregulated and uncontrolled.
He says the ordinance needs more time for discussion. We'll have more on the hemp ban on our newscast. Chicago Report with political reporter Paris Schatz coming up tonight at 10.
Kingsley Elementary School in Evanston could potentially close come June. The school board holding the final vote tonight to make a decision. Officials say the reason? Cost cutting. The district now looking to slash some $11 million from the budget.
I will be sad if any of them lose their job and can't find another one. I hope they feel good inside because they are great teachers. Make sure each teacher gets another job, please.
Now, this is a Title I school, meaning they receive funding for students from low-income households. We're going to let you know if there's a final decision.
Does Chicago have more homeless people than what's on record? There is new data from the Chicago Coalition to End Homelessness that shows it's more than 3 times higher than the federal government's record.
Brett Bagansky shows you why they feel that their number is more accurate.
The federal government looked at the homeless population for the city of Chicago in 2024. The official count, 18,836. We got to keep this in mind. It's just a snapshot in time. And they take 2 things into consideration. Those who are either sleeping outside or sleeping in a shelter. It doesn't count people who are hiding or in areas where HUD isn't looking.
My first name is M. My last name is Nelson. I am the manager of city policy at Chicago Coalition to End Homelessness and the primary author on our Chicago homeless estimate.
They looked at 2024. They said their data is a bit more comprehensive. Instead of just one day, they looked at an entire year. They also took into consideration census data, but they also considered people who double up.
And those are folks who are staying, poor folks who are staying in poor households that are overcrowded, and the folks that are staying there and experiencing homelessness.
Their number, 58,625.
We've not been funding to scale at what we need to address the scale of the issue to begin with.
Speaking of funding,
somewhere between $15 to $20 million is the estimate I heard that will affect Chicago.
That was Doug Fraser from the Chicago Help Initiative. He was on the Chicago Report Tuesday night, talking about how the Trump administration was threatening to cut that money and how this is going to impact Chicago's most vulnerable.
So if you want an idea of the impact of these types of cuts, take a ride on the Blue Line, look at the people sleeping on the train and multiply by 4. Take a look at a park with encampments and multiply by 4.
It's also happening when we're about to experience the worst part of a Chicago winter, when living outside could become a life and death situation.
People who are going to be watching this at home may see this and say, well, I'm not homeless. Why should I care about this? What would be your message to them?
That everyone is just a few paychecks away from experiencing homelessness.
Well, it's a first-of-its-kind animal hospital.
And it's out in the western suburbs. We take you inside DuPage County's popular wildlife center, as it's now open to the public again.
Live better, load more.
In the western suburbs, DuPage County's popular Wildlife Center is back open to the public.
It has been under construction for years. Casey Cronus is in Glen Ellen with a first look inside.
For decades, this is where wild animals native to our region have been treated and re-released. That important work is still being done, but now the public is getting a front row seat to that life-saving care.
Many of you know it as the Willowbrook Wildlife Center. While its mission hasn't changed, it has a new look and a new name. The DuPage Wildlife Conservation Center opened its doors last week.
This might be a very different experience than people who've been coming here for generations, but I hope that they enjoy seeing the changes.
Stephanie Tuzolin says it's the largest wildlife rehabilitation center in the state, with on-staff veterinarians treating more than 11,000 wild animals each year.
Here's our little wound. It's healing up really, really nicely. That's where the gunshot was.
On Wednesday, Dr. Sarah Reach was rebandaging an injured red-tailed hawk.
What's satisfying for me is to taking those animals that did have some sort of human-caused injury and fixing that. A lot of people ask why rehabilitate, and I think it's for that reason, to be able to take those animals that we had a reason for them coming in and giving back to that animal.
The newly constructed 27,000 square foot building blends that same expertise, now with an emphasis on the visitor experience. Large windows in the lobby give visitors of all ages a behind-the-scenes look at care, where they can watch doctors treat a variety of wildlife, from hummingbirds to coyotes.
We wanted to highlight the unique operations of a wildlife hospital. So you'll actually get to see an animal that has come in, get an examination, get treatments, even get a surgery. So we can watch that happen in real time.
A state-of-the-art space where the community can learn to create safer, healthier habits for wildlife.
The center is open 7 days a week. The building is also a net zero facility, meaning it produces just as much, if not more energy than it uses. Reporting in Glen Ellen, Casey Cronus, Fox Chicago.
Illinois ranks #1 across the U.S. for costing the most in repairs from frozen pipes and water damage. The data from Illinois-based insurance company State Farm. In total, winter weather losses cost Illinois residents $79 million in damages. Other states on the list include Oregon, Washington, Texas, and Tennessee.
All right, so again, the big story continues to be the weather, and we can actually see the flakes falling with the bean in the distance. The question tonight is, as we are bracing for this extreme cold weather, how much snow are we getting?
Well, it really depends on where you're at, because it's not a widespread snow event that we're dealing with. We just have these heavier snow squalls that have developed, and some locations have actually seen as much as 1 to 2 inches. I did see 3.5 that actually came down in Kenosha, so just north of the Wisconsin state line. We picked up about 3.5 inches of snow in a matter of only 2 hours. So some of these snow showers are coming through, meaning business. If we zoom things in, you can see some of those darker shades of blue that are popping up over the Chicago area, and then also into Newton and Jasper counties. That's where some of our heavier snow showers are at the moment. But within the next 20 minutes or so, what you're seeing over the city of Chicago, that's going to move out over the lake, and then we're going to start to see things calming down a bit. But in addition to the snow, it's gotten pretty gusty out there. We actually have a wind advisory that was issued from LaSalle County across the southern tier. This includes Grundy County into Kankakee, Newton, and Jasper until midnight for westerly winds gusting as high as about 50 miles per hour. So that, combined with the snow, is giving us lowered visibilities and very quickly changing road conditions. So really be mindful of that if you're going to be out and about this evening and tonight. Now, jumping ahead to Thursday night into Friday, this is what all of social media everywhere is talking about around the local area, is the wind chill potential for us Thursday night into Friday. We have an extreme cold watch that's been issued for all of northeastern Illinois for wind chill temperatures as low as about 35 degrees below zero. Now, for those of you in northwest Indiana, no, you don't have the watch that's been issued for your area, But regardless whether you're in this watch, whether you're not in this watch, the impacts are all going to be about the same. Just about the entire Chicagoland region is looking at wind chill temperatures as low as about 30 degrees below zero, if not close to 40 below across the far west and northwestern sections. So Futurecast taking us through tonight. Snow showers come to an end. Tomorrow we're going to be cold. We'll have at least the chance of a couple snow showers toward the end of the day, but then that really cold air mass that begins to settle in Thursday night and into Friday morning. Actual air temperatures are going to be dropping down to about 5 to 10 degrees below zero. So once you factor in that wind, of course, that's when those really, really cold wind chills are going to settle in for us Friday. Many schools are already beginning to close or go to e-learning, so just keep an eye out for that if you have school-aged children. Saturday and Sunday, we have very cold conditions. Now we also have a chance of seeing some accumulating snowfall on Sunday. Next week, we'll slowly start to dig out of this deep freeze. 30 degrees for your high on Wednesday. Here's a check of your weather pick of the day. This was taken by Ron. And we have another I almost said snow dog. You can see where my brain is. Sun dog. This was taken on Monday with that really cold air mass that was in place.
Sun dog?
Yeah.
Explain.
Well, it's a little rainbow. See them on the sides of the sun right there? Oh. So typically when you have really, really cold air, you've got these suspended ice crystals in the air. Oh. And then they will refract and reflect the light, and you'll get little rainbows on the side of the sun.
Love.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're following breaking news tonight. A Texas jury has found Uvalde school officer Adrian Gonzalez not guilty on charges that he failed to confront the gunman in the Robb Elementary School shooting. Gonzalez faced charges of child abandonment or endangerment for his failure to act in the 2022 school shooting that left 19 students and 2 teachers dead.
There is no building off of this. We go back to square one. We're back at the bottom again.
Chicago Bears and their head coach Ben Johnson already looking ahead to next season. Hear the coach's message as they head into the offseason. After a season defined by resilience and belief and comeback magic, the Bears face some real questions as they try to make another playoff run in 2026.
Our Cassie Carlson has more on head coach Ben Johnson's message.
3 days after the Bears season ending, Ben Johnson reiterated his post-game message that it's really tough to get to where the Bears were this season, and it's going to be even harder to get back there next year.
There is no building off of this. We go back to square one. We're back at the bottom again, and that's really all 32 teams. If you feel otherwise, you're probably missing the big picture.
We can't be complacent. We got to keep pushing forward. We both come from organizations that have stacked success back-to-back years, and we know the challenge that comes with having success and then trying to get back to that the following year.
One thing they found is their quarterback. Caleb Williams left the Bears and their fan base with plenty of memories. And inside Hallis Hall, Ben Johnson felt like he grew up as a player and professional.
I'm really encouraged about the steps he took this year. I'm Caleb Williams' #1 believer.
Just his pocket presence, his ability to escape. I think that's a rare trait that he has. You saw that come alive.
Ryan Poles reiterated the goals of the franchise to be a championship caliber team. And while they fell short of it this year, both he and Ben Johnson recognized how they reignited a fan base desperate for a winning Bears team.
I had family members flying in O'Hare texting me saying, I've never seen anything like this in terms of the amount of pride that our fans had wearing their Bears gear, pumped up about the upcoming game. We felt that, and that's part of a job that we don't talk about a lot. It's just inspiring our fan base, inspiring the community.
I'm really excited about seeing this city, this fan base come to life. These last 2 games, I'll never forget.
In terms of injuries, Ryan Poles said Jalen Johnson suffered a minor wrist injury in the final game that won't need surgery. Ozzie Chiprolo and Noah Sewell both underwent surgery for their season-ending injuries and don't have a timeline to return. At Hallis Hall, Cassie Carlson, Fox Chicago Sports.
We got a lot more to talk about on these stories on Chicago Sports tonight. We've got reaction to Ben Johnson and Ryan Poles' end-of-season press conference. Cassie Carlson, Dan Wiederer from The Athletic, and MLB.com's Scott Merkin on what comes next for the Sox after they trade Luis Robert. It's all after we're done at 9:30 right here on Fox Chicago. Well, you might have seen the Willis Tower lit up blue and pink recently.
It was for a gender reveal. We'll let you know if it's a boy or a girl.
Northern Lights lit up the night sky this week. We have a new video. Oh, my goodness, look at that. That's fantastic. Keep it here.
Your go-to source for live severe weather.
All right, time to check out what's trending right now.
Emily, you have a story for us.
I do. I actually have a story for you tonight. Okay. All right, the International Space Station captured some stellar views of the recent aurora borealis. The astronaut captured the lights on Monday as the space station rotated around the Earth, and parts of the Midwest also wwe're able to see the northern lights. We actually had a few photos that were coming in on Monday from
That
this.
almost looks fake.
I know, it's so stunning.
Is it AI? No, it's not.
It's not.
That's beautiful.
It's very cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Nice.
Emily, also trending now, quite the gender reveal for a local couple. Take a close look. Yes, that's the Willis Tower. Well, it held a contest in the fall to help reveal the gender for a local family expecting, like Emily. And you can see the towers started out with the blue and pink color, but then switched to pink to announce a baby girl.
That's so cool.
Yes, congratulations to the happy couple.
Now that's a contest.
Yeah.
Yes.
What a way,
Yeah.
what an announcement,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That would be great
that's
to
all
go
right.
to
And you can show that to her.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, that's you, baby.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love
And
it.
yours is a secret, we should say.
It's not a secret.
Well, I know.
We could, I mean, put me on the spot. It's a girl. There you go. Everyone knows now.
Well, I wasn't going to put you on blast.
Well, you kind of did, but
No, I didn't want you to have to say.
that's okay. I don't mind.
I know how that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7-day forecast for you. I do have to tell you about this.
Okay.
It's getting very cold. We're looking at wind chill temperatures that are going to be about 30 to 35 degrees below zero Thursday night into Friday. Friday, sunshine, but daytime temps are only looking at about zero or if not a few degrees below it.
Since you're expecting, I'm not going to get on you about this forecast.
Oh, well, thank
that
you.
we hate. Thanks for joining us at 9. You can catch us anytime on your smart TV. It's Fox Local. We're on all the streaming platforms. Always start your day with Good Day Chicago. Tomorrow at 4:30. CST is straight ahead.
Good night.
Everything you need to get stronger.